Good afternoon. Unnecessary shifts in sentence writing. Unnecessary shifts, when we say there are shifts which are necessary. No need of making shifts unnecessarily, but when the need arises, we can make shift. The issue of shifts we are talking about are related to subject, voice, number, and person. Let's first start from subject, unnecessary shift in subject. First one is unnecessary shift in subject. It's better to finish our sentence with the subject that we use to start our sentence. It doesn't mean that meaning is not conveyed. Even if we shift from subject to object, the meaning may be conveyed. The issue is not something particularly related to the meaning, but to the effectiveness of our sentence, because we are talking about effective writing. Still we may communicate, still there is meaning, but in order to improve our writing to the standard and to the formal level, we need to take care of each and every element that writers should consider. When you logically see this one, no problem, because if you shift, still meaning is there, still communication is there. We'll see with example anyhow. But since we're talking about the effective writing, we need to still consider the issues that need to be considered so that we can make our writing effective. So that's why we're saying that avoid unnecessary shift in subject. So the first one is unnecessary shift in subject. Let's see example. Ababe likes biology, although laboratory work does not appeal to him. Or else we can say, I like chemistry, although laboratory work does not appeal to me. You can say. Now, if you just simply see these two sentences, meaning is conveyed, no problem. Because you can easily tell me that Ababe likes biology, but he doesn't like laboratory work. In order to graduate from biology department or chemistry department, you need to take courses in face-to-face, and then at the same time, laboratory work is also. Ababe, even though he likes biology, he doesn't like laboratory works. So he's in dilemma to choose biology because of the fact that he hates laboratory work. I like chemistry, although laboratory work does not appeal to me. If I ask you, you can tell me the meaning of the two sentences in the way that I told you. Ababe likes biology, but he doesn't like laboratory work. I like chemistry, but I don't like laboratory work. This is the meaning. But still, because we're working for advanced and effective writing, still there are issues that we need to do in order to maintain the effectiveness of the sentence we are dealing with. So Ababe is the subject, isn't it? So we're talking about subjects, unnecessary shift in subject. Where is the shift made, and from which to which one the shift is made? Can you tell me? What is the shift made here? The sentence should have been written in a way that we should have used here a subject, using the pronoun to refer the subject we've used earlier. But now we just simply jumped here and then directly finish the sentence with objective pronoun. To avoid unnecessary shift in subject, we could have said, Ababe likes biology, although he doesn't like laboratory work. Ababe subject, he refers to the subject mentioned earlier, but unnecessary shift is made from the subject, Ababe, to the object, him. Any reader can understand this sentence, but should have preferred the easiest way, the way that can contribute to the reader to understand our sentence easily. For example, look, the correct version of the former sentence is this one. Ababe likes biology, although he doesn't like laboratory work. So which one is easier for the reader to understand? I think this one, because Abebe is a subject, he refers to this subject. Why we need to make unnecessary shift from subject to object? This is independent and this one is dependent. If you remember, we said the dependent clause itself, there is subject and verb. So this is subject. This is subject. So using subject here and here makes the sentence to be effective, and we are also maintaining consistency because this pronoun refers to the subject we mentioned earlier. So unnecessarily, we just simply shifted from subject to object. We need to worry about our readers when we think about what we write or when we start our writing. So this is not about the meaning, but about how we can make our writing easier for the readers to understand. If there are 3 or 4 ways to write one sentence, and then one way is the way that can help the reader to understand more, why not we prefer the better way, the appropriate way? So this is the easiest way for the reader to understand. The same is true here. I like chemistry, although laboratory work does not appeal to me. Still understandable. And you can understand that I like chemistry, but I don't like laboratory work. But there is another way to write this one. I like chemistry, although I don't like laboratory work. This is easy and clear way for the reader, because our intention when we write something is not to confuse readers, to convey our message clearly to the readers. So if our intention is to convey message, so why not we use the easiest way? I like chemistry. I don't like laboratory work. But chemistry and laboratory work cannot be detached. They are inextricably bound together. So I'm in dilemma to join chemistry department. Look, I like chemistry, although laboratory work does not appeal to me meaningful, but compared to this one, not effective way of writing, because the shift is made from subject to object. Which one is subject? I, isn't it? Which one is object? Me. So why we go that way to change subject to object unnecessarily? Is it necessary? Is it must? Is there anything that forces us to do that? No. The reason why we say it unnecessary is because, as I told you, there are situations in which we may be forced to shift. But in this context, there is no any situation which forces us to make a shift. If the change we are making here is not justifiable, it is made without any purpose. So why not we use the easy way, the way that contributes for the reader to understand it well. And then I, Abebe, and he. So even we can write these two sentences in another way. We can convert them into compound. This is complex. I like chemistry. Oh, I like chemistry. Independent, isn't it? Also, I do not like laboratory work. This is dependent. So one dependent, one independent. Complex. I'm raising this issue to remind you. Even we can write this one in compound form, can't we? We can, isn't it? For example, I like chemistry. Good. But good. Why but? Because the idea in the next clause is contrasting, isn't it? Yeah, I like chemistry, but I do not like laboratory work. You see, now this is compound. This is independent clause, this independent clause. The two independent clauses are joined together with the help of but. Okay, these are issues related to unnecessary shift in subjects. So now we maintained by writing the correct version of the unnecessary shift is made. So let's go to the second one. The second one is unnecessary shift in voice.